Good day, good people of the fine day, the year of the paradigm, Tooling Dave, Bravo Dave, Kafka, Anomaly, and Omakars. Few know me as the man who is excited because tonight is the final night, or I guess the final show, before Rebellion Live. Rebellion tonight emanates in a major fashion that sees two championship contender matches, and by championship contender matches, I mean severe actual #1 contender matches, because both Mondo and Uncle Iroh will be defending their championships at Rebellion Live this Friday. So get excited for it. Two big Fatal 4-Way matches you see in the description below. We got Arven, Shin, Cassius, and Kaito in the main event. And not only that, but we also have earlier on in the night, we got a little Tartaros and Q-taro back in action with King Dedede and Majima. Who's gonna win those matches? We'll find out later. And actually, to start the whole show, we got a little bit of history. These two ladies have a whole lot of history when you think about it. First and foremost, we have the new champion, the new All-Star Champion, Sayaka Maizono, will be going one-on-one with the woman whose reputation she tarnished as soon as she stepped into the ring. It is Sayaka Maizono versus Deity Miku, who has, admittedly, we'll talk about it as this thing starts to kick off, but has kind of been on the upward trend now that she's not by herself, now that she's amassed some followers, but tonight, she's looking to do it alone. I actually have to load the match, there we go. Anything that I need to talk about though, OC submissions, they're open. They're in the description. They might be in the pinned comment because it's Sunday and the next day is a Monday and that's a 3-day weekend. Maybe. Maybe in the description. Let's talk about some other things that will happen in Rebellion Live, even though this match is already loaded. We have officially 3 stages of hell, which we announced last week. I believe it will be Iroh in a match of their choice, the Aswang, a match of their choice, and the two of them going toe-to-toe in Hell in a Cell. We got No Holds Barred Tag Team Championship match, the Repaired versus Team Wa. We got Yuri versus Tina for the AW Championship. We got the Fight Forever Championship in March versus Crazy Uncle Extra Large. And in an attempt to get Yukiko a rematch, Sayaka will go toe-to-toe with Rinka. But tonight, as the stars go, Black, she's going toe-to-toe with Deity Miku. So, let's talk about it. Shall we? Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, Sayaka Maizono. Freaking Sayaka Maizono, your AWE All-Star Champion. Making sure all of our audio is good. We are all set. Sayaka went toe-to-toe with Yukiko in what was an astonishing match, one of the very best in AWE history. Sayaka's had a very up-and-down career, but when you think about it, she is a 2-time world champion at this point. She's a former AWE champion, beat Hina to do it, and now a former All-Star champion, beat Yukiko to do it. Both were uphill battles, but both saw her survive and be on top. This time, she's going up against a woman who she kind of embarrassed. Sayaka has always been like almost there at a lot of things. She was almost Miss Golden Ticket. Remember, she snuck her way into the Golden Ticket match once again by dethroning Deity Miku. Almost won the Golden Ticket. Did not. I think it went to Mikon that year. We take it a step further. No, it went to AJ Lee that year, I believe. We take it one step further, she almost won the Rumble, but number 30, Bernice, was able to topple her, but neither of those surefire way to a championship match is what she needed. She found her way herself and earned her championships. Gotta have some respect in that regard for Miss Maizono. That being said, she's up one-on-one for, I believe, the first time since that embarrassment in a triple threat match against Deity Miku. Now 2025 has proven to be the year for this woman. At the start of this year, we saw her team up with Chi-Chi and Futaba. Chi-Chi, who had just returned as well at the Rumble prior. They took out Mona, and over the course of the next months, we saw Q-taro join the ranks, and just very recently, young Mitarai as well. The three of them went on to torment Mona, who was, I guess, a former friend of Miku. They used to tag team. And Mona's one of the big reasons why Miku is like this and shuns her now, even though Miku is so proud and so happy with herself now. Same with Cherry. And Klee refused to sit down as Chi-Chi joined this group. However, the disciples put them down at this past Ticket to Paradise. Tonight, Miku looks to take care of the one final straw that's holding her back from being on top of the mountain, from conquering the image that she was last year, and instead saying, this year, it's my year. This year, it's the year of the Deity. One-on-one with a woman who earned the God Slayer name by pinning her lickety-split. Maizono, Miku. One-on-one, non-title match. But you gotta think about what this means for Miku. And you gotta think about what this could mean for Sayaka. And you have to like think about it this way. Miku, and maybe not Miku herself, although Miku did win a Fatal 4-Way match just last week. She won a big Fatal 4-Way, Tartaros was in that, and Tartaros has been having a heck of a year of his own. Amy was in that, and Q-taro was not in that. Q-taro was part of the reason why she won. Mondo, the All-Star Champion, the Fight Forever Champion, was in that thing. She came out on top due to, a little shenanigans, but she's got no shenanigans on her side tonight. Sammy's calling this one right down the middle. As these two bring it on, and they're starting off with a little lockup, little graps in the corner, and the champion with the advantage, freaking Sayaka. Sammy separates them, and a punch, sending Miku right into the corner. And a head first into the turnbuckle. This is not no disqualification. There are rules tonight, even though I'm sure these two want to tear each other. Well, I'm not entirely sure if Sayaka wants to tear Miku apart. I think Sayaka's probably over it. Miku, however, we all know for certain, not a fan. And Sayaka with another shot. Continue to back Miku into corners, into ropes. Miku's been unable to get any advantage, but this time has the arm twisted in a strenuous position, but Sayaka able to reverse right back. Champion is here on the top of the mountain for a reason. And whips that arm again, yanks it down, yanks it back. Struggling. You can see the pain, the welts, and again twisting that arm a third time. In a Kimura position, she might have to tap out unless that arm breaks. Hold on, standing switch by Deity Miku. Now Sayaka's in a compromising position, arm behind her back. Oh, but a couple shots right to the eye. Sayaka survives. And here, I thought they were going right back to collar and elbow, but a couple of shots from the gut, or to the gut rather, by Miku in a low drop kick. Sends this match into a little bit of chaos. Coffin drop from the ropes, and goes for a pinfall early. That's 1, 2. Ooh. I think Miku was thinking, hey, you remember that time where you pinned me mad early in a match? Maybe I'll do the same to you. Didn't work out. Hurricane Rana by Miku. Sayaka rolls outside of the ring. What a start to tonight's Rebellion. Sayaka going for a move there. In and out. Luckily, Sayaka didn't go for anything too crazy. Could have gone back first into the mat. Ooh, rolling up into a big ol' kick right to the jaw. Think I saw her bicuspids get reorganized, rearranged, switch places in her mouth right there. Miku calling for Sayaka to get up. Maizono. Ooh, standing Spanish fly. That's low-key shades of LA Knight, bless her heart, wherever she is. And a standing moonsault by Miku. And that is 1, 2, And we gotta talk about this again. First of all, it was early Sayaka, all Sayaka, but Miku has turned this whole thing around. And what is this? Goodness gracious, maybe a prism trap? Almost a cloverleaf if she would have crouched down with it. But into that, Sayaka stepped too early. All-Star Champion is getting her soul snatched. Something we've seen Miku do time and time again, drops the champion. And goes for a pinfall right afterwards. 1, 2. Sayaka still kicks out. We know after that match with Yukiko that Sayaka is anything but a quitter. She will go on, she will not give in. Even after having her soul almost snatched out of her body, she wouldn't give in. Sayaka kicks right back up, Miku rolls out, but Sayaka's there to get some combinations in, scratches at the eye. Sayaka not afraid to play things a little bit dirty, climbs up to the ropes, climbs up to the top rope. What is the champion thinking? Freaking rolling drop kick. May have hurt her spine on that one, but goes for the pin on Miku, and that ain't even one. Not even one. Stretching that neck. You would think that Miku would have all of her goons out here tonight, but that's not the case. Kept up. But Sayaka off the ropes. Ooh, moonsault onto Miku. And here's the play. Here's the flavor right now. Sayaka's got that signature. Almost has that finisher, but a reversal by Miku. Ducking that by Sayaka. And Sayaka says, don't mind if I do. Did you see that? Turned it into the backstabber instead. Oh no. Sayaka had her perfect opportunity. And instead, Rinka right there. Oh, wait a minute, out of nowhere. Forgiveness. The move that she calls forgiveness. Sayaka had her back turned to Deity. Miku, 1, 2. Resiliency, oh my gosh. And Sayaka, this may have been coming for her because at the end of last week's Rebellion, she hit a cheap shot with her title at the end of Rinka's match. A very fantastic match against, oh Lord, hold on. Don't tell me that's going to be outside the ring. No shot, no. My gosh. Y'all. Ugh. And oh my gosh. Threw her into the post so hard. Look at how busted up our LEDs are. Goodness gracious. We're going to have to get somebody to... And again. We got to get someone to fix that in between matches. Jeez Louise. Lift her right back up. And this time, Miku's on the ground on the outside. Sayaka slowly but surely trying to turn this thing around in her favor. At a count of 6, Miku said, all right, let's bring it back in. Miku jumps right over, but jumps right into Sayaka's, a knee strike, and a clothesline right afterwards. May have been Sayaka's trap. Kicks out of the way. Oh, but look at this. Sayaka with the move theft into the pinfall. 1, 2. Miku kicked out without resiliency. Oh my gosh. And look at this, Sayaka saying, hey, kick out of this one, feet on the ropes. So, Sam, you gotta pay attention, you gotta get locked in. And now these two are trading blows. This is the match that we wanted to see. It's not the match that we all asked for. But these two are fighting their hearts out to kick off tonight's Rebellion. Shot to the face, and another shot right to the throat. Backhanded right to her head. Begs for her to come on. Goes there again. Big chop to the back. And another one right to Maizono. And a shot right to the throat. And again, another chop. It's a chop fest out here. They've been going back and forth. And they're still going back and forth, wailing away at each other. Before Sayaka was on top, now it looks like they may be true equals as Maizono standing, snap German suplex. Lifting Maizono up. For a couple of knees. Oh, and a kick. And a double knees and crosses her legs right afterwards. And it looks like, thanks to former champion's interference, no, it's not over. Y'all, I was gonna say, Rinka's interference might have told the story of this match, but look at this reversal of the finisher by Maizono, shot right to the eye. If she can hit that, tilt-a-whirl, backstabber, and look at this Miku. Miku has no resiliency right now. Did she find her spot? 1, 2. I thought Sayaka slayed the Deity again. This is awesome. Lift it up. Slam down with authority. Calling for Miku to get up. And what does she have going on here? Off the ropes, drop kick. Right to the throat. And calling for that backstabber. You gotta imagine, it's about to be all over. No, my gosh, right to the spine. 1, 2. Y'all, what a show. What a night between these two. Oh, Miku pushes away. Stares at Sayaka, goes for an open-handed strike. Sayaka, oh my gosh. Up and down. Into the pinfall. Oh, but her leg on the rope. You have to imagine that was about to be it. It was about to be Miku's match, but Sayaka got her foot on the rope. Standing Spanish fly. Went for a stomp there, and this time turned around. Goodness gracious, into the powerbomb. Yo, Miku kind of going crazy. I want to be unbiased about this, but she is kind of going crazy. Middle rope, double axe handle right to the heart. May have stopped the heart of Maizono into the injured chest. 1, 2. Champion down. What a match. Let me walk you back through all of this. Coffin drop earlier on. Maizono had this at the start. It was all her. After that big move, Sayaka Maizono had to use. Didn't have to use resiliency there. But look at this. Ran right through her. And she started to shuck that soul out. Tragic time for freaking Sayaka Maizono. But you know what moment threw her off her groove? Not this. Not even sure we're gonna get it on the replay. We gotta talk to our replay team. When her back was turned, Rinka came down to the ramp and forgiveness was hit. Sayaka, however, out of nowhere, tilt-a-whirl, backstabber. We thought that was it. Miku had no resiliency, just like a year ago when Sayaka got her, but this time she was able to get the shoulder up. This Miku has admittedly grown, even after that big move slamming her right down to the mat. Big chops, heavy hands, and here's where we thought things could have gone back in Sayaka's favor as she got her foot in between those ropes. Sammy called that rope break, but at the end of the day, it was a shot right to the heart from the middle rope on the injured chest of Maizono, which you don't want to have going into a match with Rinka. Look at how bruised up she is. This was a war. It was never say die for either of these two ladies. But the Deity puts away the Godslayer. And you have to imagine a lot of that is because of the distraction and because forgiveness was hit afterwards. Y'all, yeah, I wasn't expecting those two to bang like that. Stars? But boy, did they. Boy, howdy did they. Let's continue. Y'all, what a show. What a show so far. You know what? It's gonna be great. Next, however, alright, well, 2K25 crashed, so I'll be right back. You don't want me to leave that in. Oh, yeah, okay, I guess we're not gonna crash. Okay, that was the first, that was the first universe mode crash I've had in 2K25. So you know what? That ain't too bad. Admittedly, that ain't too bad. That being said, it is Fatal 4-Way. The winner of this match will go one-on-one. Fight Forever rules against Mondo at Rebellion Live. So let's not talk about them now. Let's talk about them as they come out and as the stars go. Black. Alright, Tartaros, we'll get you your music back one of these days. Just not today, apparently. That being said, Tartaros, the best of luck to you. After last week, he was also furious about Q-taro. Also furious that Q-taro cost him that match, cost Mondo that match. Because when you look at it, he tried to get into the ring, but Mondo, so focused on Q-taro, was in the way. But you know who's focused tonight? Tartaros, on getting back his Fight Forever Championship if he's got to go through Mondo to do it. I'm sorry, he's gonna have to go through Mondo to do it. But tonight, if he's got to go through the other 3 competitors to do it, he will. Those 3 being Q-taro, Dedede, and Majima, he will make it happen. That being said, who knows? Q-taro might have something up his sleeves, and after what we just witnessed earlier, Q-taro might be on a little bit of a high, seeing his Deity pick up a big victory. We'll see it all play out. To ensure that no crazy shenanigans went on in this Fatal 4-Way match, we ensured that Q-taro is walking out here alone. It will be a true Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Anything goes. Last one standing wins. Will it be Tartaros? Or, potentially, it could be this man. FXXX? That is the F word? Q-taro, stop cursing. There's kids here. Anywho, Mr. Burger Berg has had a year. This year, we saw him join the Deity Miku. We saw him really be embroiled in this Fight Forever Championship feud. Right now, he's the only person in that little triple threat feud between himself, between Mondo, and between Tartaros, to have not held the Fight Forever Championship. Now, could that change if he wins this match and goes one-on-one with Mondo? Mondo is a tough competitor. It'll be an uphill battle for him to win that thing, but we'll see if he can do so tonight. Once again, he has to be the last one standing. Doesn't have to get every pin, but he's at least got to get one. So see if that happens. Oh, Q-taro? Tartaros? You saw them stare at each other briefly there for a second. There's still bad blood between those 2 boys. But returning from his, honestly, very fun open challenge. He had an incredibly fun string of competitors. A lot of them have made their way to the AWE. His last competitor, Amy, just competed at Rebellion last week. Tonight he looks to show his worth, maybe get a little sledgehammer out himself. You know, it's not a hammers only, it's not a hammer time match, but there might be a couple sledgehammers under that ring. Dedede, the best of luck to you. Can you imagine after that string of fantastic and fun? Even though in some of them, boy got hit, he got hit hard, but he also did some hitting hard himself. Tonight, he's looking to take all of that experience. Oh, okay. Looking to take all that experience over the past, what, I would say 5 weeks, but it was really more, probably like 8 to 10 matches? Because he fought at every Rebellion, too. And finally, baseball bat in hand, Majima, a part of this Yakuza, stands up and steps towards anybody in his way. I'll be real. Am I worried for anyone who gets in the ring with him? A little bit. We've seen what he's capable of. He was pretty close, admittedly. Made it to the golden ticket match, was unable to come out victorious. Golden was the one who won that golden ticket. Tonight, Majima looks to move forward for the Yakuza. Let's see if he's able to do it. Can he be the last one standing in these 4 competitors? I'm excited to find out. I'm also excited to find my water bottle. Oh, here it is. Excellent. Majima, in the build-up to Ticket to Paradise, had 2 very dominant wins to get there. Can that domination continue tonight? It's Fatal 4-Way action. Tartaros and Q-taro, old rivals. King Dedede. Incredible build-up, incredible open challenge, and of course, The mad dog. The big dog. Not the big dog. Oh, God. I am looking at this, and we got two giants in this ring. This is a big ol' filthy and massive ring right now. Tartaros saying, okay, that is a 500-pound penguin. And Dedede's starting to really look like it now. Starting to feel like it as these two giants now go after each other, pushing each other back. Ooh, big chopper. Tartaros tries to get in there too. And so does Majima, but right now the giants are tearing him down. Reversal by Tartaros. Big shots to Dedede. Combination strikes, and look at that. Ooh, big moves over there, and now, oh, reversal on the Q-taro. Tartaros still trying to take down Dedede. He's almost got him. Oh, but from right behind, of course, Q-taro gonna take the cheap shot. I'd like to point out, Dedede is almost over that purple bar. And if we can get one more move by Majima onto the 500-pound penguin, he could get it, but that's not the case right now as he's dropping Majima right on top of that turnbuckle. And a stomp. Another stomp. And another one. Q-taro happily willing to tear down his old rival in Tartaros, but Tartaros gets the legs up. Looks over at Dedede. Dedede looking to end things quick. A big clothesline turns Tartaros inside out. Now here's the thing. This is going to definitely destroy. No. Look at that. Reversal. And Dedede now officially losing that purple bar. Q-taro able to maintain almost more than half of his, and a nasty clothesline. Ugh. Low-key like a meat hook clothesline took him all the way down to the mat too. Tossing Tartaros around. I was gonna say it has been a more violent Q-taro over the past couple of months. And maybe he is actually kind of emboldened by the matchup that Miku had earlier tonight. No, hold on a minute. I was going to say, he had him in Burger Bomb position, said, no, it's not time for that yet. Goes for the pinfall on Tartaros, who's taking a beating so far. One, but it's just one. Taking a beating, but it's still just one. Majima outside the ring. And I'll tell you what, Majima stayed out of most of this conflict with the Giants, and because of that, his stamina bar is looking spicy. It's looking real nice. Signature bar is the lowest of all of them, but all he's got to do is get up a couple reversals. He's waiting for Tartaros to try and wear down the bars from all the other competitors, but look at this. We've seen Q-taro do that time and time again. Oh, he told him to come in, and instead he gets dragged in. Oh, shot to the back. Q-taro goes outside of the ring. What is he thinking about here? I'm sorry, is that an arm? Whose arm is that? Oh my gosh! Q-taro still raged up, and look at this. Majima, as we talked about earlier, had so much stamina, but all of that immediately drained away as the Burger Bomb connects. Tartaros is now having a purple bar of his own. Right in there. I'm sorry. Is that a horn? Like a bicycle horn or a clown horn? What is going on? Oh my gosh. And again, he's still wailing away on him with that arm. Q-taro rips it out of his hands, saying, hey, you go ahead and get him. Couple shots. And Q-taro now has lost that bar of purple, and everybody is on equal footing for the time being. And I'd like to point out, there's a table on the outside of the ring, and these four now looking to tear each other apart. What is he going to do with that horn? It looked like he tried to hit him in the balls with it. Hold on. One. Just one. I was going to say Q-taro has been able to hold on to hope for a lot of this matchup. Kick right to the gut. And a shot. Oh my gosh. Clothesline by Dedede. But also along with the mannequin arm. It was a double whammy there. And most notably, Tartaros had to kick out of that with no resiliency, but you know what he does have because of it? Not one, but two finishers, big old belly to belly. Majima stands right back up. Q-taro lifts him up, power slam. Is that an urn? Yeah, that's a metal urn. What is Dedede thinking? Sends Q-taro. Oh, I'm sorry. Tartaros. And the both of them double choke slam to Majima. Hold on a minute. Q-taro Burgerberg. Oh, no. No. He just put that up. Oh, and he might have been saved. He might have just been saved. Because if someone tackled him off, he would have been going right through that flaming table. And Tartaros had the finisher just reversed. But instead of Majima countering, ugh! Clown horn obtained and used. And the table just falls down. Reversal of the Burger Bomb, though. Tartaros right back on top. Rolls out of the ring, and now it's the two heavies doing battle center of the ring. Picking up Q-taro, dragging him over to the corner. Q-taro able to get out of it. And Q-taro with the signature tried to hit it on Dedede. Dedede with the reversal. Shot to the leg. Went for that heavy shot. But goes underneath. AWE stairs. Oh! Oh man, if that had moved a second sooner, Dedede might have been a dead man. Or a dead penguin. Oh my gosh, the stairs were about to be at the right place at the right time. Both lifted up, both slammed onto the knees. And Dedede is saying, oh yeah, these temporary alliances. A couple shots to the back of the neck. Clothesline honestly kind of hit both of them. Dedede back in charge. And it looks like these two are honestly still working together. Double DDT on a Tartaros. And this time it's Majima who says, oh! Temporary alliances. 1, 2. Kick out. Ladders brought into play. Dangerous weapons everywhere. Leg drop. And remember, it's elimination. You gotta be the last one standing in this fight. Ooh, okay. Alright, Majima. Majima's starting to wake him up inside. Talk about it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. He opened up that urn? Oh, I don't think he liked what he saw inside. Distracted him enough for all of these moves to hit. Referee got in the way for a moment there. Shot to the jaw. Tartaros knows he's got to survive. Nobody's burned resiliency in this fight. But I'll be real, looking at it, Q-taro's still the least worst for wear, but that all could change with a signature or a finisher or a slam like that into the pinfall. 1, 2, kick out. You gotta remember. I'm sorry, on the outside of the ring, we're seeing a Majima go wild. And he's getting the other set of stairs. Reversal by Q-taro. Oh, honey, if this Burger Bomb connects, especially with the stairs right there, it could be a career-ending one. Hopefully he doesn't rotate it. No, oh my gosh! His hip went right onto those steps. Tartaros burns resiliency. I wouldn't burn anything. I would have tried to burn myself out of this match. I wouldn't have kicked out. Tartaros might need medical attention after that, but he's still whipping the leg of Q-taro. Man, oh goodness gracious. Power bomb, hip first. And King Dedede actually has a super finisher locked up. If he uses that, that could be the end of the match for anybody, not for nothing. Tartaros does have a signature, has a finisher. If he's able to use the both of them, he could take out Q-taro, or at the very least take out his resiliency. Oh, I think Dedede tried to use that super finisher, but the spear connects inside the ring instead. Pinfall here, and oh my gosh, into the LED board. Q-taro gets a shoulder up, no resiliency, y'all. It's going a little crazy here. It's going a little wild and crazy, kids. Toss inside of the ring. He's looking to do it again. No, he's doing something else. I think he's gonna try and... Is he gonna punt kick? Ugh. Q-taro Burgerberg. 1, 2, and now Q-taro still doesn't use resiliency. Are you serious? Shocking to me in the spear on the Majima. Majima has no resiliency. 1, 2. I was gonna say he's out of this one, but that ain't the case either. In the corner. And taking 2 people down with 1. Oh, taking almost everybody down with that mannequin arm or prosthetic arm. I'm unsure what it is at this juncture. Lift it up and tossed down. King Dedede still has that super finisher, but still unable to use it. Taken down again. And oh my gosh, but because of it was bodies colliding. It was a train wreck in the ring just now. And I'm not sure anybody got the upper hand because of it. Dedede getting his arms wrenched back. Right to the back of the neck. We know these unprotected shots, they hurt and they hurt bad. But do you really want to be alone in the ring with a Dedede who's got a super finisher that could hit at a moment's notice? I thought he might have been out. I thought there's been so many 2.9s in this matchup so far. And we got another match just like it later tonight. Double axe handles to the chest. Grounded. And Dedede back up, but Tartaros knows he can't give him a moment to recover. Up, over, and ooh, knee strike. And gets the horn in his hands. Honestly, kind of smooth with it too. Did you see the wrist action? Big clothesline. Again, it looked like Dedede tried to attempt to use that super finisher, but again, Tartaros just too good. Big boot. Middle of the ring. Dragging him over to the ropes, into the corner. Tartaros busted open. But a reversal into a DDT onto Dedede. He's calling for him to get up. Oh, Tartaros does have a finisher. Everyone's got a finisher except Q-taro. Now everyone has a finisher because he had that big move on the outside. Oh, try to turn him around. Reversal. And instead, reverse it right back as Tartaros did build up the signature. If he's able to hit it, it could be. And it might be. Ooh, hold on. Locked in deep. This late in the match. Oh, no, he didn't tap. Tartaros had to let him go instead. Stomp to the chest. Dedede rolls out to... Yo, this has been carnage. This has been literal carnage. And outside of the ring, oh my gosh, but the hip. I don't know if you saw it, but his hip... He got off of the ropes a little wild. And because of that, landed on his hip terribly again. Tartaros, I'm not sure what you can do at this point. It is, it's a big old pain train, and they're over there fighting near that exposed concrete. Toss to the outside. Ugh! And that clown horn to the back of the neck. And another stomp to the hand, and another one. Dedede not using that super finisher. Q-taro looking at Dedede saying, alright. Ugh! Uppercuts into flying into the announcer's table. He's calling for him to get up. Tartaros saying, I won't let you have that. Has him on the shoulders. But Q-taro again, the rage in his heart, but the rage between these two going wild. Majima's just like, I would like a championship opportunity. And that's all he wants. That's all he cares about now. I'm gonna say now at this point, anybody could lose resiliency, but I want to point out for real, Q-taro's still feeling just fine. Oh, not fine anymore! He used the super finisher! He clobbered him! His heart! Y'all, this is carnage. Q-taro is getting back up to his feet, but once again, he can use resiliency now. You see the little icon that says no swirly? That means no resilience. If somebody had pinned him, he wouldn't have been able to use his resiliency. Oh, no! Y'all, whoever fights Mondo might be fighting him injured at this point. Both of these men tossing in the ring. Majima's got two finishers, Q-taro's got one. And more than anything, Q-taro's got a trash can, but Majima stops him. Head first in the trash can goes Q-taro instead. He heads to the corner. But the trash can in the way, is that gonna stop him? It didn't! He ran right to the trash can! And the shot to the back of the neck. Q-taro Burgerberg 1, 2, and resiliency is burned. Y'all, look at all of the blow on the outside. I think that might all be Tartaros's. That may all be Tartaros's. I don't know how the man's functioning right now. Elbow right to the eyeball. Q-taro trying to get Majima up on his shoulders. Majima, I will say, has no finishers, but you know who has two? Q-taro. He could hit two burger bombs and try and get him out of this, but he might not be getting out of this. 1, 2. Burgerberg out. Rolled to the outside. It has been a a carnage kind of match. I'll tell you what. Win or lose this match, these four have proved this is the intensity that the AEW men's division is bringing from now on. Urn in hand. Oh my gosh, tried to uppercut him with an urn. I don't know whose urn that is. Whose ashes have all fallen down. Dedede. You gotta remember, he got hit with that super finisher. That's probably a major reason why Q-taro could not get back up. He had 500 pounds of penguin arms just go directly into his heart. I'm surprised he wasn't, like, stretchered out of this thing. Punch right to the face. And dropped onto the outside. Stomp to the back of the neck. And things are going crazy here. Big chops, big hits, Hurricane Rana. And once again, this has to go into the ring to finish. And I think Majima's realizing that. Here's the thing, Q-taro's gone. Tartaros has been in this thing the whole time, so has everybody, but he's been in this thing for a long time without resiliency. He's saying he's gonna break him, but Majima said, I'm gonna break you first. I'm not sure if, honestly, Tartaros should be fighting anymore. Look at all of the blood that's spattered all over the ringside. That is all Tartaros's. Every drop. There's some on the apron there. There's some on the mat there. All of it. Every drop is his. And you gotta be wondering, is he gonna be okay after this? Is he gonna be fine after this? Clothesline, reversal of finisher too, I believe. And an uppercut with the urn. Whose ashes? There's literal ashes in there, and you saw them spatter out just now. Lifted right back up. Dragged towards the ring. Majima inside. And it looks like Dedede almost inside too. It looks like Dedede wanted to hit that, oh my gosh. 500 pounds right to the mat. Dedede wanted to hit that big move, the big, double arm penguin slap. He wanted to clobber him. Not the case. And now, I was gonna say they're all getting in the ring. That's not what happened. They're all staying outside of the ring. Big attack. And I'll tell you what, any pinfall at this point could burn resiliency or be the end of this match, especially after a finisher or a signature. Dedede saying, I'm about to clobber him. But Majima not letting it happen. Tossing Tartaros over to the side. Not letting Dedede get that. Ugh! Drop kicked his head right into the steel steps. Man's is not okay. And here's the thing. It's not just the blood of Tartaros anymore. It might be the blood dripping of King Dedede. Headbutt by Tartaros on the outside. Begging for Dedede to get up. But Dedede said, yeah, I'll get up, and you're going down. Lift it up again. No, yeah, lift it up again, but sweeping the leg is Tartaros. Y'all, this is almost, it feels like it's almost been a 30-minute match with a spear to Majima. Tartaros walking around. Intercepted. And caught by Dedede, reversed, and a big boot sends the penguin down. But the penguin responds with flippers of his own. And right back down, this back and forth goes crazy. Tartaros saying he's gonna break him, he's gonna clobber him. Majima realizing I've already gotten a pin in this fight. Standard suplex on the outside. Ugh. And tried to go for it, looked like almost a dolphin dive right through Dedede. Sends Tartaros towards the steps. Nobody's trying to get back into the ring, at least right now. And Mondo's probably watching this in pride, sees the injury starting to build up as Majima is feeling a little worse for wear. Tartaros slowly walking, picks up that urn. Reversal DDT. I'm not sure, I'll be real, I'm not sure if Tartaros knows what it's gonna take to win this anymore. Look at all of the blood outside. Look at all of that. After he's beat up, he's roughed up, he's banged up bad, and after that combination by Majima, he's roughed up even worse. And a reversal almost sent him into the announcer's table. Instead, sends him all the way to the side. Dedede, however, Also might not know what it takes to win this thing. We might have a bunch of people with a bunch of, like, mild concussions, but Tartaros tossed into the ring. Both of them follow, and this is where we might start to see the beginning of the end of this fight. Drag him to the corner, Tartaros realizing he's got to get up to start to see the end of this. Rolling up Majima, hold on. An injured chest Majima, 1-2. He stole it! Tartaros stole it! It's Dedede versus Tartaros! Hold on. Tartaros with the reversal. Tartaros tried to go for a big shot to the face of Dedede. Dedede still standing tall. Reversal by Tartaros. Reversal right back by Dedede onto the open wound. Look at the blood dripping down Tartaros' chest. And we've seen him do this before. Running power slam, clobbering him. 1, 2, and it will be It will not be Mondo versus Dedede, at least not yet, but it could change in the blink of an eye. Goodness gracious. Reversal. Tartaros still in this thing. I don't know how he's still in this thing for the most part. On the ropes. And outside of the ring, Dedede saying, alright, I tried to clobber him. Now I'm going to have to kill him. Think about it, you guys. Everything that Tartaros has been through. All of the blood. The hip check after the burger bomb. And he's still around? And he's still functioning? I don't know how he is. But this is the Tartaros we've come to know in 2025. And honestly, some of 2024 too. But this year, this beginning of this retirement tour with the spear on the outside has been one that Tartaros wants to make sure the world never forgets. And he's giving the people a match right now that they may never forget. Lift it right back up. Dragging him over towards, no, just tossing him into the steps that were right there. I didn't even see those. Did y'all see his head collide with the steps on the outside? Dang. Lifting Dedede right back up. Has him up again. Is he trying to burn resiliency on the outside? Tartaros wisely burns resiliency on Dedede on the outside. He's still got tricks up his sleeve. But Dedede sends him neck first into the steel steps. And before I was like, yeah, Dedede still got this. Right now, it's legit anybody's match and another spear. Y'all. Y'all. What have these first two matches been? Tartaros still not trying to end this thing, and once again, I still have to refer to, look at everything that's outside of the ring, all those red marks, all of that is blood from Tartaros. I don't know, he's got to be woozy. At this point, if he just throws him into the ring and pins him, I wouldn't be surprised if he passed out. I'm surprised he kicked out earlier of that finisher. When he went for, he's gonna clobber him, I'm surprised he kicked out of it. With all the blood that he's lost, I'm surprised he kicked out of it. Dedede gets the urn, steps into the ring, but gets speared! Speared the urn out of his hands! No shot! 1, 2. You guys, the rematch is official. Oh my gosh. We are gonna send the medical team to look at Tartaros. We're gonna send them to look at all of these 4 individuals, I'll tell you. Because this was a nasty, gruesome, brutal match. Tartaros makes it out as the last one standing after being the first one to burn resiliency. Q-taro was out of this thing first, and it honestly might have been a wise decision so he could live to fight another day. The rest of these gentlemen went through everything. Sneaky roll-up by Tartaros there was the big ticket item. He was able to take out the man who was honestly posed to win this whole thing, but look at that. He said it's clobbering time. We all thought it was Dedede versus Mondo at this point, but somehow at 2.9 got a kick out. And a spear on the outside. The story has been that Tartaros spear. And as he walked back in with that urn, got it speared right out of his hands. I think his back might have actually landed on it and ricocheted to the side as well. 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, look at all of the blood dripping down his face. All of the blood staining his chest. The blood dripping all over the ring. Tartaros wants that Fight Forever Championship back. And I'll tell you what. This Friday at Rebellion Live, he'll now officially have the opportunity. My gosh. Y'all. Crazy work. Crazy, crazy, crazy work. That being said, we got a one-on-one match going on right now. Iroh looks to spar tonight, getting some last-minute practice to try and take the W as she approaches 3 stages of hell with the thing that has made her existence tragedy. And we'll talk about that some more as the stars go. Black. So let me talk to you. Iroh said I'd be happy to run this thing back after losing to the Aswang this past, I guess 2 weeks ago, or I guess, look, at the last fracture is the easier way to say it. They went one-on-one with the Aswang. Iroh walks down to the ring. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what it means to be in that ring now. Before, we've seen mediocre matches, mediocre efforts from Iroh, but fighting the Aswang, it was different. We saw a different Iroh out there that night. We saw an Iroh who had been through grief, who has been through real difficult emotions in their relationship. Honestly, thought for the long haul that their wife had changed forever, and Sakura even said, yeah, I have changed. That all of this experience has changed me, but I would never do what I did or what the Aswang did, and that was attack Iroh. And sparring with Iroh tonight is somebody who earlier this year saved Iroh from one of the attacks on from Sakura, but was not actually Sakura. An attack from the Aswang. Queen still wants to prove to everyone that she's changed. And a lot of people are starting to believe that, at least in the audience. A lot of people backstage, though, are having a hard time forgiving Queen. They're saying all of this could happen again. She's a danger to the AEW, a danger to the audience, a danger to personnel. Which, I mean, fair, but I don't think Queen is the most dangerous thing that we have here in the AEW backstage, not for nothing. So that's a little bit of a mute point. Little moot point, not for nothing. That being said, Queen out here to spar with Iroh, saying, hey, do your best. Once again, we've said it's a different Iroh Ogami. And at this point now, it is a very different Queen as they go toe-to-toe right here, right now. Iroh has been training and grappling as well from Ogami. Queen, former AWE champion, former tables champion, former queen of the AWE, royal crown holder. Queen's got so many accolades. Iroh admittedly has none. The only thing that Iroh has is popularity and favor with the fans, but admittedly, in this world of professional wrestling, that means a lot more than championships sometimes. Hold on. The graphs have been going on for a minute at this point, as Iroh just gets tossed, rolls through. Iroh initiating the grapples again, saying, if I can't do better than you, how am I gonna do better in the Aswang this coming Friday at Rebellion Live. Once again, 3 stages of hell. Unsure what Iroh is going to pick for that first stage. Unsure what the Aswang is going to pick for that second stage, but we know when it comes down to the third stage, and they will be fighting all 3 stages regardless. It will be hell in a cell. A match type that I don't think the Aswang has ever competed in. And it's a match type that I don't think Iroh's ever won. Could they be on equal footing? I'm not sure. It does scream that, oh, you know, more experience on Iroh's side. But who knows what that creature might have up its sleeves. Wrenching that arm back. Iroh may have been learning, but once again, Queen saying, don't let your guard down. It has been a very respectful bout so far, admittedly. And this time, Iroh saying, no, 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 I got this. Look at that switch. Fireman's carry into a armbar. Low-key, if she were, hold on. I was going to say, if Queen, if she were to dip down a little bit, Iroh, they could have probably gotten the leg up. And see that, going right back. Could have gotten the leg up and probably could have reversed this into essentially a Juji Gatame, but that's not the case. Couple shots to the gut. And now Iroh saying, all right, no more grabs. Rolling through kick right to Queen's skull. Went for a stomp there. Queen tried to go off the ropes. Iroh responding, returning fire. 1. Just a 1 count. And Queen falling drop kick. Going after the arms of Iroh. This, and you know, this is an Iroh that we know, oh my gosh. We know very well for being silly, but this is the most serious we've ever seen. Iroh Ogami rages up. Heading towards the corner, Queen wisely getting into the corner instead. Ooh, steps out of the way of that. Oh, but Iroh with a reversal. Queen reversing right back. Oh my gosh, hold on. Silly del Sol. Silly del Sol. Oh my gosh, 1, 2. Queen had no resiliency. I want to point out what just happened there. We almost saw a knockout blow by Queen, but that was a reversal by Iroh. They had the wherewithal to get that reversal off. And right now, advantage to Iroh, but right now Queen could be turning that around bit by bit. Right onto the knee. 1, kick out of 1. Not a lot of times you see Iroh kick out of 1. We've talked about it all throughout this match, all throughout the past week or so. This is a different Iroh. This is a more focused Iroh. But Queen's not letting up. Heading to the corner, ripping off the turnbuckle. And look, we know these two are friends again. Knees go first into the turnbuckle. But caught out of that move, Iroh. I was gonna say, almost got hit with a big old punch by Queen. Going to the corner. They're running. Ooh! And stomping Queen out in the corner. Backing up again, going for another running maneuver, corner to corner. Big drop kick, bust open, leaking oil now. Iroh, this is a little bit far. I'm not sure if that's a great idea. But carried almost all the way over there. Would have made it, but Queen steps out of the ring, and it might be time for a pop-up. No! Reversal of the pop-up punch, that potassium punch that we know so well from Queen. But look at this. Reversal. But a reversal of Salida del Sol. And now we're seeing the combinations from Queen. Twist around, turns around, splits, and punch. Busting Iroh right open, and could be, at this juncture, resiliency from Ogami. This could be all she wrote. Standing up in the corner. As the... Oh, hold on! Ducked the finisher again. Hurricane Rana. Thought about going off the ropes there. Reconsidered. And it's that reconsideration that we are seeing from Iroh that we have not seen in the past. Going up to the top rope. Thinking top rope moon maneuver. Could be thinking Phoenix Ogami splash. Gets every drop of it. Doesn't go for the pinfall right afterwards. Stomps on the back. What do we got going on here? Bow and Arrow submission. And Queen has to burn resiliency this time. Falls into a pinfall, Iroh kicks out. Up and deep arm drag. These two old friends, old foes, maybe returning friends. Big chop, big combos. Iroh whips down Queen. Trying to, oh my gosh, the blood running down the face of Iroh. After all that, I think maybe knows about any wiring that's in Queen, tried to stretch it out, got the pinfall. Got the pinfall, Queen proudly rolls out of the ring. Iroh, as we said before, this is a no. Hey, somebody get this creature out of here. With a kendo stick. Didn't need to disguise to do that. We know how much the kendo stick means to Iroh. How much the dojo match means to Iroh as the stars go. Disgusting and despicable. Iroh, once again, after, as we said, has been on the rise. Was able to put away Queen there, stretching out the wires in the arm, maybe powering down Queen for just a second, or more like 3 seconds. I'm not sure what to tell you. I gotta say, I'm not sure what to tell you. Despicable scene, disgusting scene. But I digress. We gotta move on with the show. It has been a mixed night, but I guess in the long run, it's probably a great night for the disciples of Miku as they come out tonight in a tag team open challenge, rather. Who will answer the call? Let's find out as the stars go. Black. It's our penultimate match tonight in what has been a wild rebellion. And out first. Oh wow, hold on. It's actually all of the disciples. And Chi-Chi calling it. I will be... Yo, they got 2 gingers on their team? That's kind of crazy. Anywho. It's hard to even find 2 gingers out in the wild. They got 2 on their team. These 4 have had an interesting time since returning. All of them kind of returning recently to the AWE. Q-taro, the only one who's really been around for a while in terms of like regular appearances. Chi-Chi just came back at the Rumble. Futaba, I think, also came back around that time. And Mitsurai just showing up at Fracture, I believe, for the first time in a long time. A lot of people worried that he could have been in this Onyx game, but not the case. All 4 of them together. Miku probably still backstage getting tended to after the incredible match that kicked off tonight. Your?
Representing the agents from Tokyo, Japan, the Irresistible Force.
Has Yor found a partner? There's a world where Yor might have a team. She's walking out alone right now, but I don't know who it would be. I guess everyone can start fantasy booking, but let's start off right here, right now. Yor answers the call. Yor saying there's an open challenge, maybe I can find a partner for a team that has been kind of running wild. Likely to have a tag team championship opportunity in the very near future. If they can pin this team, they might have their name in the picture as well. Yor, for the first time in tag team action in the AWE ever, I think, is here tonight. I'm excited to find out. I hope you guys are too. The Thorn Princess, I believe, is here. Teaming up with Yo, whose car is that? I don't even see the car anymore. Oh.
From another time.
Oh no, I don't even know if this team has a name. But Kafka and Yor are teaming up. Okay, oh, you know, hold on. Her theme goes hard though. I gotta continue. Hold on. Her theme do go kind of hard, you know, not for nothing. Rolling through Kafka is here, teaming up with Yor. They could be. Okay, new team, maybe trying things out together. They're going up against a team that knows each other very well, unfortunately. It is Futaba, Chi-Chi, the Disciples, as well as, hold on, look at this, immediately into a submission hold. But Yor gets out of it. Lickety split. Into the corner. Tags made. What do they got going on here? Tossing the ropes. Lift it up. Lets her fly. Kafka now the legal competitor along with Futaba. Futaba wrenching the arm, saying, alright. A little bit of enough of that, but every time Futaba tries to go for another move afterwards, big reversal comes out from whoever she's in the ring with, but now. You gotta think also, Futaba coming out first, may be a wise strategy from the Disciples. We saw what Chi-Chi was capable of last Rebellion. Chi-Chi made a lot of believers last Rebellion. Futaba looking to do the same thing tonight. Can she do that? I'm not sure. Or maybe not even needing to, saying, hey, I'll soften him up for you a little bit. When it comes to getting the job done, you know what to do, and Chi-Chi knows what to do. We saw Chi-Chi versus the great Gozu go crazy punch as that reversal hits. Chi-Chi wisely able to stop that. Futaba, however, still eating. Ooh, hold on. Look at that tag. I was gonna say she's still eating that move. But I digress. Jessica calling this one. Tag's been made. And now Yor versus Chi-Chi is about to be the truth. Drop kick to the shoulder. We've seen Yor's daughter compete in the AWE before. We've seen Yor compete before too. I was just saying, her daughter, you know, not resembles Chi-Chi, but you know, they're both little beans. They're both a couple little beans. Now here's the thing, they're using their strength to their advantage. They've tossed Futaba and Chi-Chi time and time again, over and over again. Stepping back into the ring. Chi-Chi's been unable to get any offense on, but there we go, an elbow right to the chin. Lifting Kafka up. Dragging Kafka to the corner. Dropped her face first on the turnbuckle. Stomp to the midsection. Another stomp to the midsection. And a boot right to the face. A nasty paintbrushing boot sends Kafka into a daze. That's one, not even one. Chi-Chi realizing, okay, I got another tough competitor to fight apparently. Lifts her right back up onto her shoulders. Kafka this time, no, still not able to get a counter in as Chi-Chi shows off that strength. Stops the tag from being made. Oh no, oh my gosh, look at that reverse. She held her what looked like a code breaker in place and said, ain't gonna be none of that. Yo, Chi-Chi is going kind of crazy. 2025 has been a resurgence for the zombie. As she's tossed into the corner, they may be looking to make her go flying again. Nope. Shot right to the eye by Chi-Chi. And the shots to the gut as well. Trying to wear away at Kafka. Thought about going off the ropes, but instead sends Kafka into the corner. And a tag's been made. Futaba's back in. Oh, wait, hold on. What? Oh, no, we've seen them do this before. Super kick into a pile driver. Goodness gracious. And now Futaba going for another submission hold, still trying to wear down her partners, but Kafka very quickly goes for that leg saying, okay, no, I can't be in this for much longer. Two legs pushing Futaba back. And Kafka back in control. Futaba with the reversal into the corner. Lifting up the... Oh, no. Oh, y'all, everybody look away. Good thing she already got a kid. Because I don't think she can have no more. Kick. Right to the crotch. Goodness gracious. Oh, no. Powerbomb position. And yours going on a ride. Kip's right back up. Yo, did you see the fear in Chi-Chi's eyes saying, I'm sorry? Do you know what I just did? Tag's been made. And ladies and gentlemen, we've seen this time and time again. The assisted flying Futaba. Say what you want about the Disciples. When it comes to working together as the team, they know what they're doing, but it's just a 1 count. Kafka did step back in. So she can't come in to help again if these two know what they're doing. If Futaba does have a signature built up, another tag made to Chi-Chi though. Actually, I don't know if she has a signature built up. I think she's just short of it. What do they got going on here? Combination spine buster neck breaker into the pinfall 1. And still a kick out at 1 by Yor. Here's the thing, Futaba does actually now have a signature built up. Chi-Chi's honestly feeling pretty alright right now. Lifting Yor onto the shoulders. Yor still not able to get the counter. Yes, does. Hits the face of Chi-Chi. And slams her in the back. Not pretty. But this late in the match, it is effective, but Chi-Chi responds with an enziguri. Went for a stomp there. And a DDT. Kind of a floating DDT there by Chi-Chi. She goes to the top rope. What is she thinking here? Big old leg drop. Gets every ounce of it. Yor does have a signature as well. Could turn this whole match around. But right now, it looks like this team's continuing to use their tag team prowess that we've been talking about. What do they got going on here? Ugh! Big boot and a neck breaker-esque move. As Futaba's lifting Yor up. Yor's having a very bad time. Futaba's going for the signature. It got reversed. This could be Yor's opportunity. Sees Kafka's in the corner. If she can make that tag, and she's not able to, Futaba again gets a shoulder up, but slaps her out of the way. Slaps that drop kick out of the way. Double stomp to the midsection. And wisely goes to tag in Kafka. Yor had been eating it from these two. Kafka turns Futaba around, lifts her up, and slams her face first. And a stomp to the arm, starting to wear away, saying, hey, this is how you lock in a submission hold. Futaba steps out of the way. Sends her into the corner, and here's the thing. They could start doing their tag team motions again, but Kafka said ain't gonna be no more of that. Sends her instead to the corner of her partner, Yor. Oh, but Q-taro again serving as a distraction. Q-taro has been the king of distractions recently, and Futaba, neckbreaker, looking to capitalize. Kafka kips up, but again Futaba, ground and pound to the face of Kafka. Tag's been made. Chi-Chi steps in. They are wearing away these two mother figures. And into the corner again, this time tag team move on the horizon. Ugh, knee strike and a shot to the back of the neck. I was gonna say, they've had some really pretty tag team moves, but that one was just like, hey, hit, hit. This late in the match, and a big old flying punch right to the forehead. Looking to go for a pin out of that, or at least draw Yor out, and that's exactly what she was able to do. Futaba looked like she was going after Yor there too as well. Tag's going to be made to Chi-Chi, it looks like. Kafka slowly getting up to her feet, saying, I gotta make the first strike here. Able to do so, sends Chi-Chi flying. And kips right back up afterwards, in heels. A little difficult, a little crazy, not for nothing. Now tossed into the corner. Tag's been made. They're able to make some tag team action. Once again, it looks like sending... No, look at that. Hold on. And a double kip up. Hold on a second. Maybe should have let them cook for a little bit longer. Kafka going to the corner. Yor. Rolled in, rolled out. But here's the problem. Tag was not made. I was going to say, if that tag was made, it could have been... Ugh! Could have been all she wrote there again. Focusing on Futaba saying, no more tags, not for y'all. But that punch may have disoriented Yor for just a moment, giving Chi-Chi enough time to get that reversal in. Going for, oh my gosh, that was going for a scoop slam. Snake Eyes instead into a big boot. Snake Eyes into a big boot by the little zombie. As she's got her up, tried to go for that tombstone, but Yor with a reversal. And stopped the finisher of Yor, I think, as well, with a punch and a sidewalk slam. Chi-Chi lifting her right back up. We saw her hit this last ride before, but now Yor knows better. This team's starting to turn things around. Lifted up again. Into the corner. What's Yor thinking? They're thinking it's tag team time. It's tag team finisher time. Roll up. And my gosh. Essentially a powerbomb to poor Chi-Chi with a clothesline or an uppercut. I'm not even sure. I wasn't sure what to expect from those two. Lifted right back up. This team, they don't have a name to my knowledge. Turned around. Ooh, super kick and a reversal there. Oh, and now it's young Mitarai. Mitarai hadn't really been involved with any sort of distractions, really. But this time he was. Kafka not paying attention, now shot into the corner, and a tag's been made. The numbers game. Oh, no. Ugh! Oh, that's different. Pile driver into a brain buster. Y'all, her head might not be okay anymore. And then still immediately going after the head, the temples of Kafka. On the middle rope. Double axe handle again. Trying to brain Kafka. Into the corner now, stunned. And ladies and gentlemen, that stun may be exactly what they needed. It looks like this time Little Zombie's the one going flying. But the move is the same. Flying Futaba. Aided, but Yor coming in immediately saying, no. It's not going to end like that. Yanking it like stomping at the back of the thigh. Tried to get a hit there. Reversal. Oh my gosh. Triangle out of nowhere by Kafka. Oh my gosh. But Chi-Chi not giving up. A couple punches to the head. Honestly, shoulders were on the mat. Maybe it should have been a count there, but not the case. And a punch right in between the eyes. And I was going to say a tag made to Futaba, but she's going all the way up to the top rope. Zombie flying and Zombie falling. But I don't know how she still got the advantage here, but she sure did still have it. And a buckle, no, not a buckle bomb, faced first into the turnbuckle. Kafka able to switch herself out of that. Chi-Chi still with the quick hands. Oh my gosh. So quick that she took her down. Y'all, I gotta tell you, the Disciples have been looking real good recently. Oh my gosh, slid her into a Hangman's DDT. Drinks everything in from the audience. Look at Mitarai saying, yeah, you got her. But Kafka comes right back up. Slaps Futaba in the face afterwards. Saying, I just let you hit that because it was a part of the script, and takes out the leg. Lifting her right back up, went for another chop, still going for combos here, and another chop block to the leg, trying to destroy the knees and the ligaments there of Futaba. Sakura. Yor back in, an important tag made there. Oh, tried to, oh my gosh, ran into the elbow. Might have crushed the throat of Yor, center flying fall-away slam. Futaba lifting Yor up, Yor sweeping the leg. Once again, they're weakening the legs of Futaba. And Sakura, belly to belly. Goes for a pinfall, trying to lure out Kafka. Kafka, I think, wisely staying out. Oh, I thought for a second it might not have been so wise. I thought for a second I was like, well, hold on a minute. Wait a second. Maybe I'm wrong here. But she might have to come in just a moment's notice if this tag team finisher connects, and it looks like it just might. For what feels like the 4th time this match, assisted flying Futaba. One they call a soaring Futaba. Kafka does come in to help, but here's the thing. Chi-Chi now has that choke slam. She's got that tombstone if she wants to hit either one of them, and it looks like she will. Choke slam connects into the pinfall. Kafka can't come to help. That's 1, that's 2, and that's resiliency on your. Mitarai beside himself, but I'll tell you what, if they can hit that tag team finisher again, and it looks like they might. Ladies and gentlemen, the open challenge was answered, and the soaring Futaba was hit. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna have to talk about the disciples. Especially Chi-Chi and Futaba, who have now been working together as smooth as butter. In the ropes, sent flying. Here's the thing. Neither Chi-Chi or Futaba have ever held titles in the AWE. Their first could be the tag team titles. Q-taro I don't think has ever either, and neither has Mitarai. And neither has Miku. Ugh. Yo, that move is still so nasty. The super kick into the pile driver is so nasty. Lifted back up. And this is the first time we saw Yor go on a ride, but kicked right back up. You saw the fear in Chi-Chi's eyes, but fear is the strongest of motivators. Sent into what was the first of many flying Futabas, soaring Futabas from the heavens to the ground. And for a second time, it happened once to Yor, and then Kafka suffered the same fate. Lifted right back up and dragged over to the ropes. Hangman's DDT that she calls brute force attack. Lifted right back up. Chokeslam was the beginning of the end of this fight, and was resiliency burned on Yor. You saw him? Yeah, Jessica, you gotta stop hitting Yor in that after. It was like bam, bam, wake up. But it was not enough this time. After the flying Futaba, the disciples pick up the victory. Futaba looking so proud. Everybody looking so proud of each other. And you know what? Good for them. I guess they kind of deserve it. But like, kind of not. This team, they don't mean good. Very clearly they don't mean good. But they do kind of got a banger. I'm gonna have to give them that one. They do kind of got a banger. Alright, we're done here. It's time for our main event. We learned earlier that Tartaros gets a run back for his championship. Cassius looks to do the exact same thing. It is Fatal 4-Way. It's elimination rules. Last man standing will go on to fight for the championship. Who will it be? Who? We'll find out, I guess, in a second. Right now? Let's do it right now. Are you ready? I sure hope you are, because the stars are about to go black. Now, let's talk about the folks in this thing. And let's start with Arven. Is this his? I think this is his first time in WWE 2K25. Arven has been trying to break his way into the main event for about, it feels like, half a year now. He has not had that all-star making match in the main event. He's had it plenty of times in the tables championship scene. in the mid card. He honestly had a fantastic showing, not at this last Ticket to Paradise, but on the build up to the previous Ticket to Paradise 2023, where he was essentially, you know, in that fatal 4-way who's gonna battle Eggman, little scene. He almost won that thing. He almost brought it back from Joker. The world was believing in him, but it was just too little too late. Will that be the case here tonight as well, or will he get a night and a match against Uncle Iroh? We'll find out soon enough, but he's going up against a Shin who admittedly may be feeling a little more aggressive than he's used to. Just recently, from the Nye's Reformation page or whatever it is, and from a mysterious Instagram account, we've seen some dialogue from whoever was the one who put Gonta into Onyx's game. Despicable news, despicable scene. That being said, that is on that website. It's been posted, found on the Reddit. Some people have seen it. People have seen it on the Discord. It's a disgusting scene, and I've got to imagine that's affecting his former tag team partner in Shin. Shin in fact, Taylor caught up with Shin just briefly before this match, as he's, you know, on the TV in the back, and he was like, I still want to ascend heights in the AWE, but I have to figure out who did this. And sometimes, he said, it's easier to see who does things, and easier to conduct a search rather when you're on the top looking down. Getting to the top of the scene, just getting him one step further, or maybe give him some insight. And you gotta imagine Cassius, as he's seeing these bits of information, because we've also seen the dialogue has been redacted though of who submitted Kibo into this game. I'm sure Cassius is watching with great intent to see who it was that put his daughter Estelle into this game, and whoever that was, I'ma tell you. They're gonna have to deal with a very angry Cassius Bright, a Cassius Bright who's been fighting to take his mind off of the danger that his daughter finds herself in. Cassius Bright, I worry for whoever did that, because you made a very powerful enemy. This is the man who got chokeslammed last week onto concrete. And do you know what he did? He got rolled into the ring and he kicked out. But most notably, the man that we have to talk about is the returning Kaito Momota, who went one-on-one with Uncle Iroh recently. And do you know what he did? He pinned him 1, 2, 3. Will Kaito be the one to win this fatal 4-way match? Uncle Iroh will defend the All-Star Championship at Rebellion Live. The main question is, who will be his challenger? A big old night full of several championship matches. Remember, this is just the first of another, I guess the first in the league, because there's another special episode. There's a special Rebellion either on the 4th or the 5th of July. And do you know what that means? That is the show where it will be decided by Mondo and Bernice just who they will be fighting for the AWE Championship or the All-Star Championship singles match at AV Mania. I'm excited to find out. They got decisions to make, but right now, the both of them kind of have a lot of challengers on their horizons. Bernice and Hu Tao, tag team champions, may be looking at facing, admittedly, the Disciples of Miku soon. Mondo, we already know, is going to be going toe-to-toe now with Tartaros one-on-one. Completely fresh, the both of them. Actually, I'm not sure how fresh Tartaros is going to be after what we just saw, but it's Fatal 4-Way rules. Elimination. One man will walk out and face Iroh. Who will it be? We'll find out soon as the night rolls on. Here's the thing. This could, at the end of this day, this could come down to Kaito versus Cassius. And there's a world where we could see Kaito versus Mondo. at AV Mania. Kaito, who, Kaito, who was one of the greatest of all time. Ooh, big old boot. Hold on a minute. Interrupted Arven's move, rather. Kaito, who not only was one of the greatest of all time last year especially, but also is a man who has history with Mondo in the sense that they are essentially both entourage members. Kaito, who was kind of strayed away from the... Did that horn just honk when he stomped on it? I don't think I've ever heard that thing honk. I don't... Burk. Regardless, we'll go on. Both entourage members. Kaito, essentially a former entourage member. Ooh, tried to hit that right into Shin. Shin kips right back up. Kaito and Shin go one-on-one in the ring right now as everyone else looks for weapons to... Ooh! Hit him with everything, including the kitchen sink. Goodness gracious. And a big old knee strike right to the chest of Shin. And now it's Kaito Momota. Okay. Cassius stealing the pin here. And Shin gets the shoulder up. Oh no. Oh no. Whew. Y'all, if he had dropped him right there on the ladder instead, it could have been all she wrote one. And we want to talk about, as you guys will have your chance to vote for your Fracture run back very soon. That Fracture run back is going to likely include Cassius Bright versus Shin, one of the matches of the year. Let's keep it a buck. It is one of the matches of the year. Shot to the legs, and another shot to the leg. Cassius Bright going to the corner, and we've seen this before. He slipped right on that horn, but he's lifting him up. 1 and 2. The true nature of all things. I think that might be the first time we've seen him hit that in 2K25. Oh, but Shin. I'm sorry, did y'all see that? He threw a table at Cassius Bright, and Cassius said, that sure was a table. Allow me to put you in a submission hold instead. Crazy work. As Shin able to get out of the bracer hold, maybe grab the hair of Cassius a little. Had to do whatever he could. That's totally legal in a match like this, Fatal 4-Way. Anything goes. Elimination style. Shin tossing Cassius outside the ring, but gets stopped there by Arven, who was in the way, and now Kaito, swing blade, goes for the pinfall. All the damage Shin has taken, and honestly could be enough to burn resiliency here, and it's not. Shin not saying die, not tonight, kicks Kaito right in the jaw. Caught him. That's the second time we've seen that kind of reversal. Catching someone out of a codebreaker-esque move. Incredible work as Shin tries to sneak a pin on Kaito this time, who doesn't have resiliency, but he sure don't need it. Just a count of 1. Kick right to the side. Tossing Kaito into the ropes, up and down, plants him. Little scoop slam action as Cassius is tossed in the ring by Arven. Oh, what is... Oh, no. What is he thinking here? Oh! Oh my gosh. And Cassius didn't like that either. Tossed that table right in the face of Shin. Did you see him kick? Essentially punt kicked his forearm. Oh, dude, that could have broken his arm. Goodness gracious, like, I got arm tinglies after that. That's crazy. Super kick to the back of Kaito's head. Arven now is the one locked in the bracer's hold. Once again, later in the match, isn't it enough for resiliency? No. Cassius lets it go, saying, alright, if that ain't gonna be enough, if you're not tapping out immediately, I understand. We got a long ways to go. Sets up the table. But look at this! Armbar! Armbar center of the ring, but Cassius gets out of it quickly, rolls through, saying no. No thank you. Oh, but look at this. Kaito tossed down by Arven. Kaito, who has taken a fair bit of damage, and look, 2 pinfalls, but both kicking out. Swing blade. And Shin whipping with that arm, and a drop kick. I'm sorry, this urn is kind of going crazy. Oh, there's ashes everywhere, but might have blinded Kaito in the process. 1. Kick out. Yo, Arven's been trying to steal pinfalls. Hey, you know what? Fair enough. German suplex it by Shin. And now Cassius is alone in there with Shin. And he doesn't set up the table. He tries to throw it at Cassius Bright. Oh, Cassius is thinking about that super kick again. Oh, and with that, oh no, oh god, I was gonna say with that, that set of steel steps right there, it could have been all she wrote. He was thinking about a finisher there on, or a signature there rather, on Shin. Instead, he may have just gotten saved. Look at this. Oh, that move we've seen time and time again might actually be enough this time to break up a pin or get a pinfall on, no. But it did burn resiliency on Kaito Momoto. Now here's what I gotta talk to you guys about. Up on the shoulders again. He's showing Arven the true nature of all things. Oh my gosh, right onto the trash can. 1, 2. How did he kick out without resiliency? I'm sorry, huh? Y'all, someone got to tell me. Tell me how. Wait, I think Cassius just saved Kaito Momoto. Kaito, whose arms were worse for wear right there. Oh no, y'all, if that Alabama slam would have hit, it would have been curtains. Oh, flipping that. Wait, Cassius might be the one to tap out Kaito right here. Oh, it's late in the match. Lets him go. Drop kick to the head. Shin, look at, yo, Kaito is eating so many finishers. Kaito is, he's not having a good day. He's not having a good day right now. He's having a bad day, as the kids say. Ooh. And then off the ropes. Ooh. Yo, Arven is kind of just like, all right, well, if y'all are just going to be flopping around, I'm going for a pin on somebody. 1. That's still just a 1 on Cassius Bright. Kaito's still fumbling and bumbling. He's not having a good time. This Kaito has a bad day. Dropped on the ropes. Clothesline. It's easy to have a bad day in a fight like this when there's 4 competitors. You might be focused on one, and then behind you might be someone waiting to hit you with a finisher. Kaito just not raging up, adrenaline up. It's in his soul, and now is hitting Shin with a nasty combination. We know that Cassius knows that Shin can go in this ring. Missed that. Ooh, but I think Shin's head might have caught the back of Cassius's leg. He lost his footing there for a second. Shin able to get the advantage because of a DDT out there, over there by Arven. But didn't watch his back because Cassius Bright is right behind him. Slams him down. Oh, hold on a minute. Hooks him into the armbar again. Goodness gracious. And then dropped the steel steps on him. He got out of the armbar. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Not the arm, not the arm. Don't wrench that back. Oh. Y'all, it might be broken. Y'all, it might be broken. Cassius breaks it up again. His arm might be broken, y'all. Oh my gosh. Super kick right to the jaw. Y'all, his arm, dude, his arm. Sent him flying. Kipped right back up. And this time, oh my gosh, Arven's chin just landed on that urn. Locked in deep. Wrenched him back. What is it gonna mean? Still not enough to put Arven away. Instead, just hits him with an arm and says, all right, that'll be enough. That'll be enough. He can't kick out, and he hooked with the leg that he just hit him with that with. But he still kicked out, no resiliency. Arven, I think he might have found his never say die attitude. If you asked me like a month ago, Arven, that might have been enough to keep him down. But right now, he's never saying die. Kaito stomping the living daylights out of Shin. I think maybe Cassie's realizing, I do want this to come down between the two of us, Kaito Momoto. Ugh! Pop-up powerbomb. Cassius might be the one in trouble now. 1, 2. And somehow how'd he do it? How did Cassius kick out without resiliency? I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, he's gonna have to burn resiliency on this one. Oh my gosh, did you see his head bounce off of the urn? Did you see his head bounce off of the urn? How did he kick out without resiliency? Somebody tell me how he kicked out without resiliency. Another arm bar by Shin. Everyone's arms are breaking tonight. Y'all, Arven does not have resiliency. Lets him go. Yo, somebody tell me how. Somebody tell me how. Somebody tell me how. Broke him up there. Cassius turns him around. Super kick into another super kick, and admittedly, that's got to be enough for Cassius to take out Kaito. Cassius, I think, starting to realize, all right, maybe he just wanted to be the one to pin his protege. Maybe that's what it is. Cassius Bright lifting Arven up. Drops him on the knee, thank goodness, because if he dropped him on those stairs, it might have been curtains over the stairs. He jumped over the stairs to get to Shin. Crazy work by Cassius. Crazy work by Cassius Bright. Lifted right back up. Catches the arm. Shin. Reversed. Lost in momentum because the stairs stopped him. Ooh! Arven waited for the peak of that move. Oh no, Cassius. Oh no, Cassius. Yo, we gotta get some doctor to check on him. Did you see how he contorted after his neck landed on the steel steps? Moonsault by Shin. Oh my gosh. And the armbar locked in. The armbar locked in immediately. His arms are red. Arven, you're probably, he's not tapping? You're telling me he didn't tap. You're telling me he didn't tap. Kick to the gut. What is Shin thinking here? Double arm. Ugh. Into the pinfall. Cassius has no resiliency. 1, 2. Ooh, I'm sorry, 1. Yeah, I don't know what he's made of. It's not steel. He's not the man of steel. He's something great. He's like the man of platinum. He's the man of diamond. I don't know what he is. Drop kick to the back of Shin. Arm in the hands. Shin on the table. Ugh! Luckily for Shin, Cassius is like, I'm just gonna beat you with this. Oh, Shin's stunned. Y'all. I thought for a second Cassius was just gonna be like, alright, it's time for me to clobber him. It's time for me to schmurder him. Oh no, he may still schmurder him. Double axe handle knocked down the table. You know, I was like, maybe that table will get used. It did not get used. Flips the leg, and Arven right back into the bracer's hold. Locked it in deep. And Arven does burn resiliency, has to. It looked like Shin was thinking about letting him out of it too. He was like, alright, we both might have to take out Cassius Bright. But Arven not letting it happen, saying, I'm not getting my arm broken. Picks up Shin, but Shin with a reversal. Shin actually gets the reversal off, but a reversal as well by Arven may have just saved Shin. Kicks him into a move by Shin. World's strongest slam. Goes into the pinfall. Cassius still breaks it up. Cassius has been breaking up I think he just wants every pin in this fight. I think he wants every pin. Oh man, look at the knee of Arven. He's clutching at it, dude. He's clutching at it, and right now, I don't know if he knows where he is. He gets just dropped with that thing, and Cassius is not here to break that up, which means Arven, it's been a show for you, but you're out of this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we had an incredible 1v1 between these two in the past. It was Cassius who picked up the victory. Right now, Shin, oh no. Shin might be out cold. The start of that bracer's hold, which lets your chin fall to the ground, he got caught on those steel steps. But he still didn't burn resiliency on the outside. Y'all, what is Shin? Maybe he's doing it for himself. Maybe he's doing it for Gonta. This urn, this mysterious urn that's been in play, somebody's ashes still. Oh my gosh! Chucked it and then went for an elbow drop. Kick to the chest. Gets that urn again. Cassius calling for him to get up. It is Extreme Rules. Shin realizing, I got the arm bar. I gotta wear his arms down a little bit more for this. And a kick to the back. It is going to be a tough road for Shin to beat Cassius Bright. He's been in this position before trying to beat Cassius Bright. He's done it one-on-one and went almost the distance, but it was not quite enough. As he sends Cassius to the outside, Cassius kips up. Turns him around though, drop kick to the back, drop kicked his face into our steel barricades. one of these two men will face off against Uncle Iroh. Look at, oh my gosh, look at his leg. Why is his leg bent like that? Off the ropes, Hurricane Rana from all the way up to the outside of the ring. Lift it up again. Get ready to toss him into the ring. Cassius looks like he's ready to end this thing, saying, I got it this time. Drop kick right between the eyes of Shin, and that might be enough to have Shin burn resiliency in this fight for 1, for 2. It's still not enough, and you could see the frustration on Cassius's face. Went for that super kick, reversal by Shin. Off the arm, rolls through, armbar, locked in deep. Is Cassius gonna have to burn? His arm's looking orange. Yanking him back, trying to break that arm. No. Shin lets it go, saying, all right, it's gonna take more than that. Lifting those steel stairs and slides them into the arm of Cassius Bright from the outside. Right into the arm. He's calling for him to get up. Oh, but the stairs were in the way for a second. Cassius used that mistimed move to get the reversal. And his back going through those steps. Cassius might have been thinking about setting up that braces hold, but instead, armbar locked in again by Shin. Could it be resiliency burn on Cassius Bright? Has him in the ropes. Cassius sends Shin flying. Gets the steel, oh, not the steel steps. No. Hold on, okay, he put him down. All right, he put him down. Running his Shin, drop kick in the corner. Drags him out in a power bomb into the pinfall out of the corner. 1, 2, resiliency burned on Shin. It is anybody's match. I don't think Shin was ready for that because nobody really goes for the pinfall out of that move. People hit that move all the time, but Cassius went for the pinfall afterwards. Walks into the ring with the urn. Thinks about tossing it at Shin. Stomps and went for the shot to the back. Shin with the reversal, but not reversing that one. Hurricane Rana by Cassius. Going to the ropes. What is he thinking here? Cassius calling for Shin to get up. Oh, what did he do? I don't know what he did. It looked like a slingshot clothesline or something. 1, 2. And it was enough to put Shin away. We got ourselves another rematch at Rebellion Live. Y'all, we have to point out, Tartaros gets a title shot for his title back. And now, thanks to this fatal 4-way match, Cassius Bright versus Iroh 2 is official at Rebellion Live this Friday. This was a cluster of moves. For the first time in a long time, we saw Cassius go for that true nature of all things. Shin showed that he's still an all-star, but he still can't quite get the job done on Cassius Bright, a man who's always innovating. Super kick right to the thigh, and then that was probably the turning point when Shin's neck and chin went right into the steel steps. Kicked out of that. Called for him, and let's get a better look at this. It looked like he might have been going for a slingshot spear. 1, 2, 3, enough to put Shin away. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassius Bright, Uncle Iroh 2 for the All-Star Championship is going down at Rebellion Live. Could Cassius walk out as a 2-time All-Star Champion? He has not lost a match since Ticket to Paradise. He's fought Golden, he's fought Rinka, and now he's fought Arven, Shin, and Kaito. He said, Iroh, let's run it back, and that's exactly what they're going to do as our show concludes. Let's talk about it. Cassius earns his shot, and Tartaros does too, both of them earning their rematches, which is crazy. Crazy work for the two of them, but best of luck to the two of them. Futaba and Chi-Chi saw Yor and Kafka show up, and they said, We're about to run this tag team division now. Iroh was able to pin Queen maybe for the very first time. In the couple of times they fought, maybe for the first time she was able to pin her. Maybe for the first time, Iroh, they were able to pin Queen. But couldn't celebrate for long because the Aswang attacked them. They took down Iroh. You hate to see it. But you know what? That only fuels the fire going into this Friday. They will be going one-on-one with that creature. We'll see how it all plays out. Tartaros is the one and the only who will be going up against Mondo. A tough brawl between those two. And what kind of match? Who knows? And lastly, Deity Miku finally, admittedly, fixes her past. Sayaka versus Miku. Sayaka's ready to slay a god again, but the one moment in this match that is crucial, because it was essentially a turning point. Sayaka had just hit that tilt-a-whirl backstabber, and Rinka's music hit. She came down, stared down the champion, and from behind, Miku twisted the arms and hit forgiveness. It was not the end of the match in the slightest, but it was the shift in the match as we go on. That was our night of Rebellion. We have not much news. Shin has a minor injury. The Aswang attacked Iroh after the match, using a kendo stick after the attacker has shown they will go, how far they will go in this rivalry. Fans are eager to see how their opponent will get even. Well, there's no time to get even because this Friday at Rebellion Live, those two are going to 3 stages of hell. Majima, injured. Dedede, injured. Sayaka's match went awry as Rinka made their way down to the ring and began arguing with her rival. The distraction left Sayaka's back, turned to her opponent, who hit forgiveness and will now force her to keep a head on a swivel in her matches to come. And lastly, Sayaka now walks into that match with Rinka with an injured torso. A target for the spear. Man. That being said, I think Rebellion Live is actually set up. It will be, yep, a fun card. This is what would have been booked. Miku versus March. Tartaros. This is, hey, they did the thing. They did it right. Good job. They did it, you guys. Oh my gosh. It would have been Amon and Shin versus Von Lycan and Q-taro. Okay, I haven't. Amon appearing over and over again is not a good feeling, but it is what it is. Sayaka teaming up with the mother dearest of the AWE, Kawamami, against the Disciples. Dedede and Makoto versus Golden and Cassius. I'm sure Golden would love that match. I don't know if Makoto would want to team with Dedede though. Arven versus Uncle Iroh could have been right, but it's not. It will be a rematch, Cassius versus Arven. Panette versus Neo is actually correct. Those two will go toe-to-toe, no disqualifications, in a grudge match at Rebellion Live. That is official. I'm not sure if I announced it, but it is a match on the card after the last 2 weeks of wildness between these two. After the promo that Panette cut, after essentially forcing Sammy to start a match that got Neo counted out. That's an L in the books. Regardless, this is technically right too. This is 1 out of 3 of the matches that they will be fighting in this Friday. Camilla versus Hina, which probably would bang, but is not what we're gonna see. We're gonna see Camilla not in this match. We'll see another purple-haired lady. It will be Yuri. And lastly, this is not happening either. In fact, they likely will have a tag team championship match in the near future, if not at Rebellion Live. I'm not sure if I want to make that for Rebellion Live. I mean, that would mean that everyone but Makoto would essentially be defending at Rebellion Live. And look at little Rinka there saying, yeah, I'm here for you guys. I think we're gonna save a Makoto title defense and this tag team championship title defense for the Inferno after Rebellion Live, because at this point, I feel like, let's be real, these two have earned it. Not these two. These two have earned it. Futaba and Chi-Chi, they have been going wild together, so I'm gonna let them do their thing. That being said, that would be what our Rebellion Live would be booked as if it were up to the AI. That being said, it isn't. It's up to me. And let me tell you what we got on it so far. It will be the 3 stages of hell. Iroh and the Aswang going toe-to-toe-to-toe 3 times in a row. In Iroh's choice, whatever they decide. In the Aswang's choice, whatever it decides. And then inside Hell in a Cell, Mondo will now go toe-to-toe with Tartaros in a Fight Forever Championship rematch. And as we go on, Maizono fights Rinka for Yukiko's sake. If Rinka wins, then Yukiko gets a title shot rematch, which will be exciting. Otherwise, she's not gonna fight Sayaka for that Fight Forever Championship match, or for that Fight Forever the All-Star Championship. Bling bling. What I wanted to say was our Fight Forever Championship in terms of March 7th, she'll be going toe-to-toe with XL after embarrassing her with a cameraman? Still don't know who that is. Team WA will fight the Despaired in a essentially no-holds-barred match as well. Panette versus Neo in a grudge match. And lastly, we got Hina versus Yuri for the AWE Championship, and it's all at Rebellion Live. We could see a bunch of titles change hand. We could say them. Stay tuned, or, you know, keep on where they're supposed to be. This has been a long Rebellion. Those Fatal 4-Way matches, they took their sweet time. But I'll tell you what, it was still a good Rebellion. So until Rebellion Live this coming Friday, be sure to enter your OCs once again in the OC Rebellion submissions. I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to announce. Scars and Stripes, the Inferno special will be on July 4th or 5th. That same month in July, there will be OC Revolution, so get ready for that. And then after that, we're kind of on the road to AV Mania. After that, Scars and Stripe, that's going to be like the official mark to AV Mania. So, see you this Friday for Rebellion Live. We've seen our news. Let's get on with it. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. To the Flight Crew, thank you for watching.